So what is going on, people? Welcome to another video on channel, and in today's video we're actually going to be doing the This Week in Gaming for this week's gaming news. So in today's video we've actually got a couple of games to go over, a couple of topics with a lot of mini topics towards it. So without further ado, let's get straight into the gaming news. So our first topic and first game is actually going on about Apex Legends. I'm sorry, it's a free-to-play game. Battle Royale first came out, it just got announced out of bloody nowhere, and it has achieved the unbelievable. Essentially, it's achieved 1 million players in the first 8 hours, and it achieved 10 million players in the first 72 hours. So, and as well with the 72 hours, it is 1 million players concurrent to that exact time. So that means 1 million players are playing it all at the same time, which is an amazing accomplishment for a game that just came out of nowhere. Yes, it has been, funded by EA and all of that, but it is from the makers of Respawn, and EA has nothing to do with the game itself. Now, for other stuff about Apex Legends, there's a lot of stuff that's actually happened. That's only the first topic about it. So other stuff about creative Apex Legends is about the crossplay. So crossplay, they have said, EA and Respawn have both said that crossplay is likely to come to the game, but not cross progression because of how the game structure is. I don't think we'll actually see cross progression, but we might see something, how Fortnite and Rocket League are actually doing theirs with like a little ID pass type of thing. We might see it in Apex Legends. That means you'll be able to play with people from, Xbox, PC and PlayStation all through like a little network itself. It'd be nice to have that. It'd be easier to invite people, so that means I'll be able to play with people on PlayStation. Don't know how they're going to be doing, PC to Xbox and then PC to PlayStation, because it is keyboard and mouse compared to, keyboard and mouse versus controller. So maybe you're limited to people who are playing on PC to just using a controller, and then same for Xbox since they do have the support for keyboard and mouse. But nobody knows how it's going to work just yet. We're going to have to find out how they actually do it. This could be EA's first cross-platform game for next gen as well. So it's nice to see that all of this stuff is actually happening slowly. And now for the last thing about Apex Legends, going over it extremely fast, but this is about ranked mode. So ranked mode has been a weighted thing in Fortnite since it came out, and they've had a load of tournaments and all of that, and they still don't have a ranked mode in Fortnite. And Apex Legends might beat Fortnite to ranked mode, which is bizarre at the fact it hasn't even been out for a full week yet, and it already might beat it to ranked mode. So somebody on Twitter, Shrout, I will put a link to the tweet and maybe a picture on the screen, but the coding towards this actually hints towards ranked play. And ranked play, and especially in this thing, is a little bit hard to do because they are using Notepad, and Notepad is a very easily edited thing, and it's kind of just in there just randomly, just between two lines. It's between line 95 and 96, so it's very up in the air whether to believe this or not. You could believe it, you could not. They might actually add it in, we don't know yet. But that is the final bit about Apex Legends. Sorry, let's go on to the other stuff though. Next up in this week's gaming news is about EA. I'm sorry, we are going towards EA. This is about the newest games that are going to be coming soon to this year's and next year's games. So all of these games have been confirmed that they're going to be coming soon, or this year, or maybe next year. So for starters, we're going to be getting a new Need for Speed and a new Plants vs Zombies. So myself, I actually really enjoyed Plants vs Zombies series. I really did enjoy Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 and 1. I really did enjoy those two games. Need for Speed, not that much. It kind of lost its track, so maybe it can get back to some other stuff. Maybe it can go towards more street racing instead of try and make it all open world and cops versus everybody else and all of that. Try and not be the crew, try and just be their own type of thing. But for Plants vs Zombies, I would rather have Garden Warfare 3. I would say they'll probably release that maybe for the next gen console, maybe for next year. Maybe we'll probably see a lot of it at E3, since they're not going away from it. They always have their own thing, they always have the EA Play type of thing. But for other stuff though, they have actually confirmed, and Respawn have confirmed, that Titanfall productions are coming. So even though Apex Legends has come out, and this is the last time I'm going to mention it, the next Titanfall is in production. So it's nice that they're actually still doing Titanfall. Maybe they're going to bring out some, maybe they will bring out a Titanfall 3, but I would rather see a Titanfall 3 for next gen's consoles. So the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlet, or whatever it's going to be called. I would rather see it on that, so that means it actually improves on what you're actually getting. So maybe improves on the mechanics, maybe the stability, graphics, anything towards that. I would rather see that. And now for the last thing from EA is about the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So this one has been up in the air about whether it's being cancelled, whether it's going, whether it's staying, and EA have actually confirmed that it's coming out this year. So the fact that it's coming out this year is that we're going to see some stuff from E3, from EA, maybe actual gameplay demos. We don't know actually what it's going to be about because it only got announced last year through E3 itself. We only got the title and that's it, so we haven't seen anything about it. So we're gonna have to check out some E3 stuff from this, and it's quite big stuff, and I'm look forward to all of the E3 stuff that's going to be announced this year. And now for our last thing we're actually going on about, it's something quite big. So Xbox Live is coming to Nintendo Switch, as well as iOS, and as well as Android. So guess it's a bit weird. Xbox Live is coming to Nintendo Switch. That's probably the bigger thing. iOS, Android, it's just going to be on the app instead. But for Nintendo Switch, that's a completely different console. So nobody knows how it's going to be working just yet. They have said it's not for actual platform integrating, completely changing the entire thing. It's going to be probably a app. And probably the reason why it's going to be an app is because that means you'll be able to see when friends can be online. Maybe you'll still have the same notification type of thing that comes up where the Xbox does it. But then you'll be able to see if, friends are available and all that type of stuff. But the one thing that is circulating around this announcement is that Xbox Live, or Xbox, Microsoft, and the Nintendo Switch actually do have crossplay between certain games. So for Fortnite and for Minecraft, they both have crossplay. So maybe we'll be able to, invite people through it that way. Maybe it'll say like, oh, you're on this, because right at this moment, you can actually see people playing on PC games on the Xbox. Because quite a few times it does come up with like League of Legends on some of the people on my friends list. So maybe we'll see like people playing like, I don't know, like Super Mario Odyssey or something like that on the Nintendo Switch instead. But for the cross-platform games, it's going to be a little bit different because, you might be able to go into parties with them. You might be able to invite them to games over crossplay. And it's a massive integration towards these two networks. And especially since Xbox Live is going to that. Minecraft and Fortnite, I'm pretty sure the only games so far, and Rocket League, forgot about that one. But those are the games that are going to be bringing together and making it a little bit different. And we're going to have to see how it's going to work. So that is the end of this Week in Gaming. Hope you enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and I just want to say thank you to everybody as of late on the channel. It's really appreciative. And remember to smash the like button, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, anything. Twitter is the easy way of finding out how stuff works. But hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys next one. So peace out.